Emily and I make videos about minimalism, organisation and family life. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of my daughter's play spaces and how we store our toys. This is our main play space and it's just our lounge room. We always have at least one of our gross motor toys set out. So at the moment we've got the wobble board on the floor. Often we'll have the Move Baby cube over there that's got a few different configurations, or otherwise the pickler triangle and the ramp that's currently in storage. This is the toy shelving that we've chosen. It's the IKEA Kallax unit and we've just set up a couple of little prints and some decorations there. It's got 4 cubes and we usually limit our toys to 1 toy or activity per cube. Sometimes I will set up a few things on the top, but at the moment I kind of wanted to keep clean up to a minimum because we've got a lot of small pieces out, so we've kept that really basic. Take you through our current toy selection. Violet is currently in the containment schema. She's really enjoying putting things in and taking things out, so the toys that we've got out at the moment really reflect that. Our first is just a really basics little shapes puzzle. She is only just 1. She is still mouthing, so sometimes these get chewed on rather than played with. Sometimes I'll put them in the puzzle for her to remove, but currently I've got them out so that she can practice putting them in, and that has varying levels of success. The second cube has the Gallop pop-up peg toy. For a while she's been enjoying taking them out and now she's starting to enjoy putting them in. She wants to tell you about it. Over here, just a really simple posting activity I just made from a toy box, held together with some rubber bands, and then a bunch of different stuff to post. The Grappat nins, Grappat coins, Grimm's threading buttons, and then some larger furry pom-poms that are too big for her to choke on. Obviously everything here is too big for her to choke on because she is still putting things in her mouth. And finally, this is just a box of loose parts. This tin and this little bottle have got small things in them for her to shake, and then a couple of more activities to put in and take out. And she'll take these out and put them in various places around the house and we'll dig them up 3 days later. Also in the lounge room at the moment we have this little activity center. It's actually a walker. She's not really using it to push around at the moment. We probably need to loosen the wheels a bit, but she is using the abacus on it, and she is also enjoying the shape sorter with a limited degree of success. She usually requires a bit of help, other than the circle one, which she's pretty good at the moment. Play zone is a new one for us, and that is our toy kitchen. We've set that up just opposite the real kitchen. There's Violet, 10 days old, so that we can kind of mirror some of those activities here. This is just the IKEA, what's it called, Ductig, I think, kitchen. And she got the pots and pans set also from IKEA for her birthday, and she's really enjoying banging those around. And then we've got just the utensils from Kmart, and we've got a selection of Earthy food. She actually has quite a lot of this. So I don't put it all out at once because I don't want to pick it all up. So currently we've got some fruit and veggies in some different containers, again, to put things in and out of. And then her current favorite, which is this adorable little ice cream in a tin, which is a lot of fun. And again, some super cute little rainbow colored eggs, a lot of fun to take in and out and to throw all over the floor. Our floor is sloped, so anytime those eggs get dropped, it kind of ends up right down there by the dog door, so that's fun, but it's working really well. She's also got little cups up there that we take down because she's very much enjoying imitating people drinking coffee and tea. Up here, this is another birthday present, is an art hanger, so when she's a little bit older and is practicing her art, we can really enjoy hanging some of her creations up there. Having just a little activity for her to do in the kitchen while she's in here with me. We don't have a tall fridge to stick things on, but our dishwasher luckily is sticky. So we've just put some of the Kinetics tiles on here, and you can put them different ways and they'll stick, or drop them on the floor and they're fine. Heading out to our back garden now, complete with ornamental cat. We have a couple of things set up for Violet that more or less stay. So this swing is great. This was a gift from Violet's grandparents. It suits kids. Well, her 4-year-old cousin still uses one, so it's really, really flexible with size. And we just hook it and unhook it from this clip, which it came with, so we can put it away if it's raining or if it's in full sun to try and take better care of it. It is wooden and fabric, so it's not something that you want to leave exposed to the elements a whole lot. And this is our latest addition. This was a really fun hack for an IKEA outdoor storage tub. We just put a couple of plastic storage containers, Reese trimmed up the edges, and we've just put toys in them for use as a sandpit. We've got the handles on them so we can lift it out, and we've got another tub that we can put in to hold water play or other sensory activities as we get more and more into those. This is one of our storage areas. Please excuse the mess. This is a bit of a catch-all, but I am just going to show where we keep some of our bigger items. So we have an art easel, which was another birthday present, and for some reason it has a vacuum cleaner part sitting in the tray that does not live there. That's just the IKEA easel, and we have a tent or a teepee to go out on the lawn, and then stashed over here behind our pram is our folding pickler triangle from Move Baby, and our ramps. This has got a slide on one side and rock climbing holds on the other. And we can put that out in the living room space that you saw earlier, but in good weather, it's also fine to put out on the grass area, which is really nice and soft. It's just not something that you would leave, again, exposed to the elements because it is wood and you do want to protect these things. So storing it there makes it really accessible and keeps it out of the way, given that we do have limited space inside. Final space where play is available is Violet's bedroom. We have bookshelves at an accessible height. These have also been really useful for her to use as pull-up bars. They're just the IKEA Flitsat wall shelves that we have painted white, or that Reese painted white because I don't paint. Hi there. Come on. Violet. Then we have this little cube shelf, again, IKEA. Can you tell we like IKEA? We keep the musical instruments here. Sometimes we'll rotate these onto the outside shelves, but for now they're just sitting in here. And a little stacker. My sister Katie got that for her from IKEA again before she was born. And then this one is stuff I don't mind pulling out while we're in here. These are kind of one-piece toys. They aren't things that make a huge amount of mess. There's a rainmaker, xylophone, little pull-along caterpillar, the famous O-ball, and a squish. You want to get stuck into those, do you? That container is also useful because it blocks the power cords that are back there for her monitor and her salt lamp. Also in her bedroom, give you a bit of a tour while we're in here. Got my nursing chair with her beautiful quilt that my mum made, her decal wall, and her cot. Again, that was refurnished and painted white by Reese. She has a wall of beautiful art, most of which was made by people that love her. And then we've got a few more toys down here. This giant dog was a gift from my grandfather. His name is Bob, and he is in charge of this place. And then in here we've just got her collection of soft toys, which I think is plenty. I'm hoping we don't sort of collect too many more soft toys. Over here we've got Violet's little doll's pram. This is from Ollie and Ella, as is the mattress. She's got her little Miniland, 32 centimeter Miniland doll with a little outfit and another little blanket crocheted by my mum. She's again enjoying kind of taking things out and throwing them around at this stage, but these are all things that will last her for ages. Violet's wardrobe, as you can see, it closes with curtains, not with doors, which works quite well and was kind of our only option, but trying to show the whole thing at once is a bit tricky, so ignore the disaster that is this. Up here we've got our craft box. Again, we don't use that a huge amount, but we hopefully will soon. And we also store the wobble board just sitting over that one that's not out in rotation. I'll take you through her wardrobe another time, but for now our Grimm's large step pyramid lives up here. This thing is huge and I absolutely love it. And there's a block in the wrong space, which I think Reese did to annoy me, because every time I go out and I come back, he's done something to the pyramid. He gets a real kick out of making different arrangements, but sometimes he just likes to mess with me. We've got puzzles in here. Again, something we're only just starting to get to. This is a sensory tray that we use for different activities. We've got a bunch of different puzzles here. These will go all the way until she's probably 3 or 4. I love this arrangement of puzzles. And down here we've got the toys that don't fit in our other toy storage. These are bigger ones. Things like our piano, which was mine when I was a kid, and like our ball run, little activity box, and our car ramp. What's that called? Like a track, I think. And finally, our book collection. I've realized that this is completely jammed, so we won't be getting any more books for the foreseeable future. Again, we've got a huge range. They're not just current. We've got obviously all the board books, these touchy-feely books, which are always the favorite, and these flashcards are also awesome. But we also have bigger books, chapter books from when Reese and I were young that we really want to share with her, picture books, lift the flat books, the whole 9 yards. So plenty to keep us busy. And then when we're sort of needing a break, we've got libraries near us, and hopefully we'll be making full use of those. Won't we? So the category that's in here is this other craft box. This has things like sensory materials like pom-poms, cloud dough, things that we will use occasionally, but it also has my craft stuff, my little sewing box, my ribbons, because I do sometimes make some hair bows, like this one that she's wearing. But that's fine, excuse me for being out of breath, she's quite heavy. And then I'll just show you in this craft container that I mentioned before, chalk, paint, Play-Doh tools, crayons, and this really adorable little aprony thing that my sister found. So yeah, as I said, I'll do a wardrobe tour another time because she has some gorgeous clothes, but I also recognize the need to kind of pare back on clothes in the future because it gets out of control. Don't even get me started on this. A little bit of an addiction here. Was a recent change when I realized the storage I was using in her room wasn't working. This was actually my cupboard for shoes and handbags, which there are still some of down the bottom, but I cleared out a few shelves, put in a few extra shelves, and I've just kind of labeled, I don't know if you can see things, the categories. I will go through our toy collection in more detail another time, but this is just showing roughly what we've got in here. So different bins for different categories that we can just pull out and rotate. Things like the loose parts here. So we've got like the Grimm's balls. These are the Grappat natural, and then the Nins rings and coins that we can just rotate out. And then here, more activity-based threading, stacking, fine motor, things like the object permanence box. Things like this, the mandalas are very much a later toy, but I am enjoying them right now. And then things like Sarah's silks and these little bits of fabric and cotton that she really enjoys playing with. So, you know, I enjoyed having a shoe cupboard, but I enjoy having my toys stored and organized neatly, and it is a bonus not having them stored in her room because it means I can rotate while she is sleeping and I don't have to try and distract her or hand stuff over at the same time, which works really well. And I've still got space for some of my shoes. Most of my shoes. Okay, we could all do with less shoes, let's be real. I hope you enjoyed our toy tour. Thanks so much for watching. Please click the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on minimalism, organisation and family life. See you next time.